Welcome to Megamind. I am David.
And I am Monica.
A quick reminder, please give us a like, hit the bell, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching and supporting us.
Right. So today we're diving into something everyone secretly dreads.
Cold showers?
No. Worse.
Worse than cold showers. That's impossible.
Hard conversations.
Ah, yes. The thing that makes adults sweat more than exams ever did.
Exactly. Everyone's been there. You've got to talk to a colleague, a friend, maybe even your partner, and you already feel your stomach doing cartwheels.
And your brain's rehearsing 50 possible outcomes, none of which actually happen.
Yep. And usually you end up blurting something awkward or walking away thinking, why did I say that?
Or why didn't I say anything at all?
So here's the good news. People have actually come up with models, practical ones, for handling these conversations. 6 of them.
6. That's more than my number of gym visits this year.
That's not difficult. You went once.
Once is still technically plural. Remember to share and subscribe. Thank you.
Anyway, the point is, these aren't just random acronyms. They're tools. And once you get the hang of them, it's like having a secret map when you're lost in the forest of awkwardness.
You do love your metaphors, but yes, a map sounds good. Shall we start with the first one?
Right. So before you even open your mouth, you've got to prepare. Not by writing a Shakespearean speech.
To be or not to be, confrontational.
Exactly. No, it's about clarity. That's where the SBI model comes in. Situation, behavior, impact.
So instead of saying, you're always late, you'd say, yesterday at the meeting, you walked in 15 minutes late, and the client got a bit twitchy because it looked unprofessional.
Spot on. It's like turning vague complaints into precise observations.
And the magic is, the other person doesn't feel like you're attacking their entire personality.
Exactly. It's like describing a snapshot, not writing their biography.
Funny though, I once tried this on my mate. I said, last Saturday at the pub, you spilt beer on my new trainers, and I nearly cried inside because they cost me half my paycheck.
And what did he say?
He said, mate, you should have worn cheaper trainers to the pub.
So the model works, but your friends don't. Okay, moving on. Even if you've prepared, if you storm into the room fuming, it's game over.
Ah, yes, when your eyebrows enter the conversation before your words do.
Exactly. That's where stop comes in. Stop, take a breath, observe, proceed.
Basically, don't explode like a dodgy kettle.
Pretty much. The breathing part sounds silly, but it actually calms your nervous system.
I tried it once during an argument, took a big, dramatic breath, and she thought I was sighing at her.
Oh dear.
Nearly started World War III.
Key point then, subtle breathing. No Darth Vader impressions.
But it's powerful, isn't it? Because half the time, it's not the words, but the tone that ruins everything.
Exactly. You bring calm energy, the other person's more likely to match it.
Unless they're hangry. Nothing fixes hangry.
Except snacks. Always snacks.
Right, so now we're calm. What's next?
Next is remembering that your view isn't the only view.
Shocking. Truly shocking.
This is where the ladder of inference comes in. Basically, we all climb mental ladders. We see something, we add meaning, make assumptions, draw conclusions, and before you know it, we're shouting at each other about things that may not even be true.
Like the time I texted you and you didn't reply for 4 hours, I assumed you were ignoring me.
I was napping.
Exactly. I climbed the ladder and built a whole conspiracy.
That's the problem. Different people climb different ladders. So instead of accusing, you ask like, hey, I noticed you didn't reply. I assumed maybe you were annoyed. What was going on?
And then the other person actually gets to explain. Revolutionary.
It's humility, really, saying my interpretation might not be the whole truth.
That would save a lot of family arguments. Remember to share and subscribe. Thank you.
Or even neighbor disputes. My neighbor once thought I deliberately parked too close to his car.
Did you?
Accidentally. But see, he assumed intent.
Classic ladder climbing. Next time, just leave them biscuits with a note. Works better.
Okay, so you've prepared, you're calm, you've invited perspective. Now comes the tricky part. Actually saying your piece without sounding like a drill sergeant.
Nonviolent communication, NVC. 4 steps: observation, feeling, need, request.
Yes. For example, when I saw the project file wasn't updated, I felt anxious because I need reliability. Would you be willing to update it daily?
It's like magic. You shift from blame to collaboration.
Exactly, but you've got to be brave enough to admit feelings.
That's hard. Most of us would rather juggle flaming torches than say, I felt hurt.
True, but vulnerability builds trust.
I once tried NVC on my dog. I said, when you chewed my shoes, I felt betrayed because I need footwear. Would you please stop?
And did he stop?
No. He wagged his tail. But hey, at least I expressed myself.
Next is action. Understanding each other is great, but if nothing changes, it's just a nice chat.
Enter the GROW model. Goal, reality, options, way forward.
Exactly. It's basically coaching inside a conversation.
Like, our goal is to stop missing deadlines. Reality, you're swamped. Options, we delegate, or use reminders, or adjust scope. Way forward, we pick one and commit.
Perfect. It's collaborative, not dictatorial.
Plus, people buy into what they help create.
Exactly. Ownership beats compliance.
Reminds me of group holidays. If one person just dictates the itinerary, everyone moans. But if you brainstorm options together, beach, museum, or food tour, everyone's happier.
True. Except someone always picks the 6 a.m. hike.
That someone is you.
Guilty, but hey, sunrise views. Okay, last piece, follow through. Trust isn't built in one conversation.
Tragic, really.
It's built through consistency. The trust equation explains it. Credibility plus reliability plus intimacy divided by self-orientation.
Translation, be good at what you say, do it consistently, be genuine, and don't be a selfish twit.
Precisely. If people think it's all about you, trust collapses.
Like that one mate who only calls when he needs to borrow money.
Exactly. Trust requires showing up for the small things, not just the big ones.
So the equation's not just maths, it's a life lesson. Remember to share and subscribe. Thank you.
Exactly.
You know what all this reminds me of?
Cooking.
Cooking. Yeah. Preparation is like chopping onions. Regulating emotions is not crying while chopping onions.
Or crying but blaming the onions.
Inviting perspective is asking, do you like spicy food? Because otherwise you're cooking curry for someone who wanted salad.
That's actually brilliant.
Nonviolent communication is saying, when you put ketchup on my pasta, I felt offended because I need respect for Italian cuisine. Would you consider using Parmesan instead?
I would not. Ketchup forever.
You monster.
And GROW is agreeing on the dinner plan together. Way forward, order pizza.
And trust is remembering whose turn it is to pay.
See? Even food proves the model's work.
Except in your ketchup example. That's unforgivable.
Agree to disagree. You know what else? These models would have saved me in school group projects.
Ugh, don't get me started.
One person does everything, another vanishes, another pretends to help.
And then the teacher gives everyone the same grade. Outrageous.
If only we'd had SBI. Situation, you didn't do the research. Behavior, you disappeared for a week. Impact, we nearly failed.
And stop before shouting at them.
An NVC to say, I felt stressed because I need teamwork.
And GROW to plan who does what next time.
Exactly. Would have turned chaos into collaboration.
Instead, we just sulked and secretly plotted revenge.
I wrote their names on the whiteboard under lazy.
Savage. You know, when you string all 6 together, it's like a complete journey.
Yes, prepare, calm yourself, invite perspective, speak with empathy, align on action, follow through with trust.
Almost poetic.
It's leadership in action, but honestly, it's also friendship, parenting, even marriage.
True. I might even try it with my neighbor who steals my parking spot.
Please film that for science. So, final thought. Hard conversations aren't disasters waiting to happen. They're opportunities. Opportunities to build bridges instead of walls.
Unless it's about ketchup on pasta. That's war.
We'll never agree on that. But that's okay. We've built enough trust to survive it. Drop your comments below and subscribe to our channel. David and Monica are personas we use to make our content more engaging and relatable. We're not affiliated with any organization or product mentioned. Our discussions are just for inspiration and entertainment, not professional advice. Always think for yourself, take what works for you, and make your own decisions. See you next time.